Pitakwa people. Now person Ottos Baba. And what do we want to talk about today for inside studio? Now Wetin Dey really affect us as a people or as a person presently. Not be only just Port Harcourt, but around Nigeria as a whole. Well, and inside this conversation, we also get a beneficial part wey go also benefit you despite say we dey face this problem for inside this present Nigeria. Well, inside me, me dey for studio alone o. I dey with one ogbonge CEO for inside the city of Port Harcourt wey be realtors. Na realtors dey call them, abi? But for me, na my senior man he be. But before I go call am, make I for enter inside my tray. All of una know say I like okra soup. Make I enter my tray, go buy okra, and then buy catfish. Now wey fuel don go high, I hope say catfish and okra na very expensive o. And dey come. Una welcome back. My tray things dey expensive. Market okra woman dey say she buy okra how much and then she pay how much for transportation. Say small okra now don dey expensive. So I no fit buy any okra. Wetin I always buy na be say na pure water, because person dey studio dey wait for me. Well, make I for introduce my oga at the top. Oga, what is it?
Thank you.
How you dey now?
I did. Thank you.
Say fresh like today bread. I won't be like when I grow up. You know, I see they grow now.
Like your cruise, maybe then they make me fresh too.
Oh, now wetin mother dey cook for you?
Yes.
What about our younger? What did that entitle say?
Very well.
I hope they do work very well.
Yes.
Okay. I get my reason for why I call you to come studio today, because you na man we know wetin you dey do, and you know your onion. As Pitakwa people, they always talk you know your onion, you know the business, you know how things be around the business. Well, the present River State or the present Port Harcourt, before self-contained, approximately plus minus 150,000, 200,000 if it's too much. But what self-contained now 1 million naira. Wetin dey really happen? Why house rent dey high now? Is it that developers dey cause this thing, or government really no really care about am? Because it dey affect everybody. House rent now don come high pass people salary. Wetin be the problem?
Okay. Thank you very much. You know, say this Port Harcourt wey we dey and River State, the cost of rent wey dey high no be exactly the fault of government or individual alone. Na collective problem wey everybody dey face, and the solution to na collective thing. So wetin everybody go join hand together to do. Now, when the demand of anything dey high, that thing go become dey expensive. If everybody begin dey look for glass now, for instance, this glass will come dey expensive because 200 persons want am, but wetin dey available na 50, and because only 50 dey available, e go dey high. People go come say okay, but e dey beneficial, they go come increase am, right? Now who get the money go come buy am? They will not be forced to produce more. Now that is where the problem is. Now where the wahala dey for real estate. You get houses, but people really need houses dey more than the number of persons, more than the number of houses wey dey available. Now why they call am deficit? So accommodation of houses dey low, but people dey migrate every day. People from different villages dey come up town. People from different locations, one live for city of Port Harcourt, one live for area where they happen. So na there will be the problem, because as the house no dey, everybody dey fine. People wey get the house will increase the price. But this thing on one side, no be the full story be that. The full story is how those ones wey they build, wetin be the process wey they use build am. Construction costs, as you already know now, dey very, very high. From bag of cement to land, to taxes, to iron, rod,
Yeah.
electrical materials, roofing sheets, woods, bamboo, everything dey on a very high side. That is not all. Transportation of these materials themselves. If you dey build here now, you no go buy sand for Obiakpo. You know where they dey dredge sand for Obiakpo for now. You go go somewhere like Emawa go buy the sand. The cost of moving that sand from Emawa to this place, the tipper, what they call tipper balance or tipper maintenance, then they buy diesel. How much be diesel now? Diesel is very expensive, abi?
Yeah.
So as they bring and come, they don't add the whole of the money. So them too go make gain. The sole aim of every business person is to make profit. So if these materials itself they high, the cost of housing no go come down. So government can play a role. Remember, I've been talking saying that wetin everybody go collectively join hands together do. Now the role of government now to move some facilities in the heart of Port Harcourt out of Port Harcourt. Move out these things to areas like Igruta. Move them to areas like Omagwa. Move them to areas like Ogoni, Buguma. People where they Buguma not supposed to. Most time people supposed they live where they Buguma not they far from town of city heart of Port Harcourt.
Yeah.
And you go understand say Igbejuleki no be the heart of Lagos, but people they live there. Epe people they live for Epe because government don't provide facilities. We make even if you dey Epe, how you dey call am for Lagos for there. Even if you dey there, you go to work dey there. Wetin go make government dey bring idea dey? Government has provided enough things for that area.
Yeah.
So because of that, companies too they move to those areas, and as companies they move, their workers go need where to live. They no go live for far place. If your studio dey for Igruta, you no go come live for town. No. You go find house around Igruta where you go dey. And for office to dey Igruta, light need to dey Igruta because
Yes.
nobody born gen every day, abi. So government needs to provide facilities in the suburban areas where they come up, so that when people they live there, they no go dey wonder wetin I go dey do, how go they work there, because the fear of people not to live for Omagwa, not because of say house no dey Omagwa. Now say if I live for Omagwa, wetin I go dey work there? If I live for Igruta, wetin I go dey work there? So if government brings facilities, if things dey, government dey move in their industries. Some federal secretary or state secretary go move and go there. Some schools they move and go there. All of these things go help to decongest Port Harcourt. Because if you dey sell, if you get house in Port Harcourt, it's not 1 million naira. I can't see house of 300,000 for Omagwa. And wetin I dey work dey do. The demand for the heart of Port Harcourt will all come down, will all reduce automatically, right?
Yeah.
So it will also reduce if the demand reduces, then the prices will crash.
So like this now, government get a major role to play.
Government is the major, at least 80% of it.
But what about these houses? So we say these houses, say profit for house no be something where they get one time, a long time plan. Profit 20 years ago, 50 years ago. The landlords don't do any renovation at all. Nothing they do. And those houses, they collect like 300,000 naira. They collect like 200,000. They collect like 500,000. But now, all of a sudden, because their neighbor when they come here, we build new house, they collect 1.5, they collect 1 million. Then they increase their own to that same amount. Don't be great with that. Because remember, donate to them.
Okay. The style of hair where you been the barb 5 years ago, you change up.
I change them.
The price increase as you change your hairstyle.
The price increase because I be adult.
The machine sewing with all of this is sew clothes. The thread change. No, but I think the same thread that they use to
Yes,
sew clothes.
yeah.
But the price of sewing now don't increase back. Everybody who owns an asset, anybody will get anything will give them money because of the expenses for the current economy, inflation. If everything begin dey expensive, if everything begin cost, it is what you have now you go use generate, what you go use the survival. Because these things you no build and say you go dey pity people. It's not emotion. You understand? So the current cost of housing, whether old or new, is affected by the current economic situation of the state and the country. As long as
Just you know what I mean talk? Just click and check am.
so as long as things dey expensive for the country, people go use wetin dem get.
To survive.
If person buy car, for instance, 10 years ago, In the in Korea, they do taxi business. As things, you know, buy new car, you know, change seat, but transportation they increase every day because in they buy fuel. Now the fuel they affect the thing. Now even if the fuel come dey cheap, if motor parts there don't increase, him too go increase. Now so house be whether old or new. Now because of say people dey always find am, because people always want to stay in that area, and the current economic situation. I'm not going to buy garri for 1,500 or garri goes where they buy 1,500 before. Now it's around 20,000 naira, 15,000 naira, 12,000 naira. That's why no change now. Land's no change now, but it dey increase every day. So that one they increase. And why it is a house not going to increase?
Well, you know, before now, we dey compare Rivers State to Lagos State, and that now when Rotimi Amaechi be governor, when it comes to world book capital and all of that, fast-growing economy, Rivers State been dey compared to Lagos State, but we no dey go that side now. Wetin we dey really talk about now? As Rivers State dey like this now, and when you go Lagos, we get many cities. We get many low-cost housing estates where realtors dey do. We get plenty realtors for Rivers State, but yet we never see any low-cost housing estates for people like me when they work.
Okay. This is very critical. And a point we in a topic we will take us a very long time to discuss, but I have all the time. Land is in River State. How many developers or realtors get C of O? Where government expect us to generate all the money from? I'm not a politician.
Yeah, I know.
Where they expect developers to get all this money from to build low-income houses, if no be loan. And how we go take get loan when property they get title problem? No C of O. If we get C of O, if they are issuing C of O to our properties, if we go tell banks, okay, banks, I want to develop low-cost housing. Give me 1 billion, give me 2 billion, give me 3 billion. I go pay you in 10 years. See how much I go dey remit. Bank go say, wetin you get to give us? I carry one title document wey be land. We did there. I give them.
And then the most important, that C of O.
Because mortgage, it is mortgage. Mortgage cannot give you anything without C of O, certificate of occupancy. And the issue of certificate of occupancy in Rivers State has become a recurrent issue. They need to attend to them. Now, wetin suppose help Rivers State grow? E go better for not be only for renters alone, not be only for developers alone. Even for you as a business person, if your land gets C of O now, if you go approach bank collect loan, use and expand your business, employ more persons. So low income, housing, low cost housing no be problem for renters to do or developers to build. No be problem for us. But the issue is we don't even get government need to support us in that level. As we dey do those whether low income or high income, we dey pay high taxes. From revenue, you go pay. You go pay local government. You go pay community. You go pay this. You go at the end of the day, when we compound all these things for our expenses, we too go pay workers. We get maintenance costs to run. But that is not to say that low because I'm currently building a project where we dey do low income housing, 3-bedroom flats for a Igruta. So for 35 million naira, if you even get 3-bedroom flats for Kaka stage, it means what you make we deliver for that stage so that you go use your hand, design the inside the way you want make it be. So the land dey, the building done dey, come finish up, collect, moving. So, but it no mean say it really cheap for us. But we dey also consider the people where they live here, right? So it's also a way of appealing to the government to assist us and issue C of O's, allocate land to us and give us C of O. So that we will be able, we will feel the help. No government don't feel develop any state alone. No individual government don't develop any country alone.
Exactly.
It is partnership with the industrialists, people where they help. And we don't forget this thing. If we don't forget how we want to develop. Now, comparing Lagos to Port Harcourt, it's it be like elephant and rat. The difference they too much. The possibilities in Lagos And the advantage of a lot of persons in Lagos is just dey very obvious. Because even government themselves, they use their hand, they expand cities. Government, they use their hand, they expand cities.
Yeah.
They allocate land, give by you. Wetin, look out in Abuja, for instance. Now government, they use their hand, give you land, say, take, go build. When you get land with you, when you go build. But we need to get all those supports here. Because we need to buy our own land ourselves from indigenous people. When we buy finish from indigenous people, imagine we spend capital of about 700 million naira to buy land. Then you won't begin to do low income housing. You don't first put in that amount of money. Then meanwhile, if government been give us the land, allocate to us, say, we develop, they pay them small. We for don't use that money, begin to build the low income houses. They give people where they begin they moving. They look for civil servants. Government partner people say, okay, civil servants are some they work. When they come out 30K, 40K from our salary every month, they add them to on our mortgage this thing account. Then they pay people. So civil servants will just come, okay, I want 3 bedroom, they give them. Every month they collect 30,000 from their account. Because they even make government life very easy. But now, if police don't even get a house, but then they go rent out of 700,000, how you want to remove them from stress and corruption?
That's true.
So even this low-cost housing will not be, they make a lot of civil servants, a lot of workers, they even thief from both the government and the people. Because when they pay high rent, how do we expect them to succeed? So it's a point, it's something government need to join hand with us. We do not be a matter of developers alone.
Well, this one is straight to the governor of Rivers State, because the matter when they talk about for studio here, now wetin concern Rivers State particularly. You see, you go fit fight, you go fit do other things, but in as much as allocation no dey stop to come, in as much as the red pen still dey your hand, you go fit still take decision as the governor. Because you know, when we go to Lagos, we dey see smart city. When we go Abuja, we see smart city. But when we come Port Harcourt, how many smart city we get for Port Harcourt? How many smart buildings we get for Port Harcourt? Now, when we dey find house, now you go know say truly house no dey for Port Harcourt. So I go always advise the governor, Oga abeg, just meet your Oga, make una for try to see how una go come together to help the realtors wey dey for inside the city of Port Harcourt. Make dem for develop other cities for us. Make dem for develop other cities for us for inside the Rivers State. Una try to see how una go partner dem, because since the governor don become papa and pikin, or oga and boy own. Well, we still dey on this matter. Make I for run go enter my train. Know say dem say evening market things dey cheap. Make I go see whether the okra don come down small. Because if I no eat okra today, if I no eat okra soup today, my body go do me anyhow. Well, I don come back oh. Okra still dey expensive as na night market sef. So like this now, I no dey eat anything again. My oga at the top still dey for studio here. We get like 2 important questions wey I would like to ask am before I go allow am make him comot for studio today. My oga, you know, land grabbing na one of the critical problem for Rivers State now. Na serious problem. From your experience, what dey behind this, like what dey behind this issue? Government agencies, community chiefs, local landowners, or individuals?
You know, you see this issue of land grabbing. Make we first, you know, see people I believe people don't even know wetin land grabbing be too much. They hear the English word. Land grabbing na collecting another person land or people land by force, abi?
Yeah.
So it means a lot of things wey people dey call land grabbing sometimes no be land grabbing.
Yeah.
But make we focus on collecting by force. Land issues is an international issue. E no dey peculiar to Rivers State alone. Wetin dey cause problem for Israel, Russia and Ukraine na land. Israel, Palestine na land.
Yeah.
A lot of other countries na land. Whether Rivers State or Abuja, but The peculiarity in River State is caused by a lot of things. I will just hint on them because now still broad topic you talk about here.
Yeah.
One is the land tenure system in River State does not favor a lot of persons. Me and you, now the same mama, the same papa, for instance. You dey 50 years old, or you dey 70 years old, I dey 50 years old, I dey 30 years old. But we no get our own land. We still get family land. That is the root cause of the problem. One of the root cause. When goat wey everybody get, hunger and go kill am. But if we been don share the land, say as you dey grow, no be our papa own again, no.
Na my own now.
Na your own. You don share my own, give me. We don share your own. Nobody go fit trespass on each other side. I no fit go sell your own. You don't go fit say because you senior me too, make you go sell my own.
Yeah.
Because sometimes now the most senior people go gather say we wan sell. Some persons go say we no wan sell. How people wey dey buy wan know whether who wan sell and who no wan sell? Wey no be general family. If you go do due diligence, yes, you go waka, you go ask questions. But until land ownership come dey exact on person name, wey we go fit use trace wetin dey call root of title, land problem go continue for River State. Because as e start, then tomorrow when that problem start, dem go come call me land grabber. Dem no go know say me has a lot of things to contribute in land grabbing. Number one, it's not be just the police people, no be just the no. If government,
these people that they use the police and the army to
I no go fit talk go dey enter political or talk about police or this because I no wan go that side. But I go just focus on what government can do to mitigate or to tame land grabbing. You see, when we talk about C of O, it dey sound like say na magic or say na problem. But e go even actually create money for government because na people dey pay for am. Imagine say government don gazette a land, say na you get, you don register say na you get. So anything where they do, I no go dey ask people for mouth say who get this land sef, who get am sef. I go just go chat, see say na your name dey the land. I go know who get am, I go know how to reach person wey get am. If you go buy land now wey government dey, shebi you know say na government land. As you just go chat, you go see say under acquisition, you go see say na government property. Why can government not give such room for everybody wey genuinely get land or families come together and register their land? They do it in Lagos. You hear so and so family with C of O, so and so family with C of O. The family will come together, or me if you buy now, as we share and finish, we'll come put your own the land for your own name. So if I want to do that, go registry, ask them say who get this, and they go tell me. So the issue of land grabbing too, on the third point, we say now I go talk say na community people follow the either.
Yeah.
Because one person no fit wake up one morning, enter anywhere, begin grab land. E no dey work like that. Community people follow. I get, as a matter of fact, I been don dey hear plenty things saying that developers or rectors na dey cause land grabbing issues for River State. I no dey host brief for anybody, but I can bet you that do your search, do your inquiries. Developers suffer more in the hands of land grabbers
because they pay and they pay and they pay.
No. Because the land grabbers they even enter their land more than the other community people land. How? Community persons go sell land to developers or rectors. They go come go resell the land or come go bring land grabbers into the area. How land grabbers take know say land dey Omagwa? For person wey go from for instance my tree come. How you take know the land wey dey Omagwa? How you take know the land wey dey Eche? How you take na house rat go tell bush rat say come something dey inside. So land grabbing issues are peculiar issues and government can solve that problem with C of O, and of course we can collaborate as I've always said with the people and community to solve it because we, all of us get the bad experience and it is very bad.
Okay. Like I said, we get two questions. Last two questions I will ask you. We get fake agents everywhere. Like now, I won't buy house, I won't buy land. For person like person won't buy land or won't buy house. How them go how the person go they protect themselves? Wetin be the signs where the person won't look out for? Like now say, I won't buy this piece of land, and then with the current fake agents where they around, wetin be that thing wey person need to look out for? Wetin be those signs to buy the land?
Okay, great. First, if you want buy land, come meet me. I go save you all the problem. That just come meet me. I will give you the good land. But what are the signs? I one time I talk say most of the problem wey land buyers they face na then they cause am. Most of the times because they wan use gala money buy shawarma.
Wow.
So somebody wan buy land for Chuba, for instance, and then they find land wey dey in wan use 5 million buy land for Chuba, knowing say Chuba na developed area and say since for land for here no cheap, then go say na distress. So anytime you see distress land, just know say the land feel later stress. Now if you go feel later dey in distress, now you the thing go come dey stress. So the distress sales is one of the red flags to see. Number one. Number two is a lot of land buyers no get lawyer. They're not ready to pay lawyer. They're not ready to pay due diligence money. They're not ready to do the right thing. They want everything cheap, cheap, cheap. And cheap is the most expensive route to take when you're buying land. So if buyers begin to do due diligence using surveyors, letting their lawyers come into the transaction, they are likely going to save themselves at least 50% of the problem. Maybe the remaining 50% be on possession. Now, some buyers no get lawyer at all. Some buyers too, their intention and reason wey make them they buy, they don't agree really protect their land. Because now there's another serious problem where they make people lose their land. Then go buy land 10 years later, they never go fence am. Possession na law. You know if I don't hold this thing, how you go take know on my own? So if you have a land and you don't fence am, how go take know say na your own? Go take possession of it. Possession is at least a farm on am.
So don't do something.
Make sure possession is
the presence should be there.
That is why for us in our company, we make sure that all our parties are fenced. It's compulsory. It's a requirement for us. As you buy 2 weeks, you don't defense. Because if you know hold a hand, people want to know say na your own. So red flags for real estate. But until people begin to do due diligence, ask questions, they know they buy land, not be hurry. They know they buy for roadside, not be meat pie. They know they hawk am. So you need to get on ground and find out. Do proper questioning. Not just ask the agent to carry you go. When you come out, you start know the environment. Go ask people to live around and say, this land wey dey here sef, who even get am? Say, I want to do something on it. Make people tell you history. Sometimes information wey we dey find document, deed of conveyance and survey plan, e dey people mouth. The neighbors wey dey around there know say that plan dey in progress. Wey dey look you until you buy. You know, so the grace dey wait for you to make the mistake. So neighbors wey dey around know say that land dey in Kumbad. Na their mouth you go use hear the truth. Locals, and then go tell you truth. Say this land, they fight sometimes. So this land, you get one time where I be here say e dey court, you come bring am up. You get one time I be here say dem dey drag and the senior brother been done dey drag this one. These are the things you should do when you're buying land. Ask questions.
Okay, the last question go ask if I go like come up for inside the studio. These days, everybody they buy land and they call and waiting land banking. For your own opinion and thinking, you think say na wise investment or na something where people just they rush into without proper knowledge?
Land banking no be for everybody. Okay. And the most difficult truth where people no they ever agree. Land banking is not for everybody. If you buy land, but no be land banking. Yes, it now depends on, for land banking, it now depends on where the land is. For instance, somebody want buy land of 500,000 and now one plot in one buy. And the location of the land they far from wetin you go dey reach regularly to visit or inspect. By the time you buy that land, live there, where you no fit inspect at your leisure, where sometimes you no fit reach. I say just buy land, leave am. I not to believe in that philosophy. It be okay, but land banking has always favored those who buy in bulk, those who have disposable cash, Money wey be say you no go need urgently. The reason why people dey lose their land for land banking be say dem buy today, dem think say e go turn 300 million tomorrow, or dem buy with their last card today. In 2 months time they don get financial problem, they wan sell am immediately. When the thing wey you buy am for never even mature, the food wey you cook must done before you begin chop.
Exactly.
Because some land banking projects takes 10 years, some takes 2 years, some takes 1 year. So when you wan buy land, say na land banking, ensure say number one, you get enough money go serve you within those times. No be say you carry your last card go do. You be barber, you no get good clipper, you no get good gen. Instead of you to buy gen and clipper, make your shop, make your office dey okay. So you go generate more money to go buy land. You go carry am go buy land somewhere live. Then tomorrow you get financial problem, you wan sell am. They go come dey underprice. You say land you no get gain, na lie. Land banking favors those who buy in bulk, those who have disposable cash. Like na money wey you know dey really wan use do anything urgent. You go come buy and keep, make the money dey grow, then make e save from inflation. Make as naira dey drop or dollar dey drop or anything wey dey drop, wey dey dip,
No affect.
e no go affect am. You go leave am there, make e dey grow. As you leave am, either dey do farm on am, or you dey do small thing on am, make you dey get small gain too. Whilst the value of the land dey appreciate, dey go. So land banking is a good thing. It's a good system of holding cash. It's an edge to inflation, right? But if you no do am correctly, you no go get gain from am. So it depends on how. That's why I ask people, say, come join me, come make I show you how you go use do am, where you go get money from am. And that is why even we don't put our land inside far away, we no dey, we no feel. As you been call me, I been go do 1 or 2, I been go check our project wey they do. I just drive quickly go, I don't drive come out. So if you bank on those kind of areas wey get possibility of development, you get this way you go look at. You go, when you wan buy, like, go open your eye well. What are indices you should look out for?
Yeah.
Road. Wetin go make land develop? No be because of say you buy and keep. Now wetin dey happen within the area you buy,
Yeah.
na im go make am bring money for you. Whether road dey there, if road no dey, road go come there. Electricity dey there, if e no dey, e go come. E get any factory around there, wetin dey around the area wey you wan buy, wey you make you feel say in such years
You go
e go develop. For instance, if you go Magwana where we get 2 of our estates, the whole of the street there, they don dey tile the road. Everywhere dey tiled. As it stands now, the government is electrifying the area. I really commend the Obodo. They do electrification for Magwa. Poles don enter the place, cables don enter. So those kind of things, they make investors or people to move in quick. Because as you see the land, the people dey now, people dey road don dey, everything don dey come there, facilities dey move in there, people go dey buy, dey keep. Knowing say, when this thing don move, the place go boost. Those kind of areas wey dey look out for land banking. No be where you go waka go inside. You dey work for people. I no dey condemn anything. Yeah, but I dey advise my own listeners and my own audience say, if you want to land bank, do am for area wey get vision. No be say it's close to, wey get possibilities of development. Even social study call am basic amenities. If you don't
5 minutes to airport.
So that's my advice level. Don't just look out for good areas. Land banking is good, but not for everybody, like I said.
Okay, well, we don't hear from our CEO, wey be honorable. We can call him honorable. We can call him my boss. Prince. Thank you, sir. You come studio with me today. But well, this not the government of Rivers State. We need to start thinking forward. We need to start thinking the best way out for Rivers State, the best way out for indigenes, non-indigent people where they do business for Rivers State. We need to start thinking we need to get new cities, smart cities, and government alone no go fit build these smart cities. Government need professionals to actualize this dream. Port Harcourt don too full. We need to send some persons go Omagwa, send some persons go Igruta, send some persons go Abua, because when they call Abua, now call Abua. Send some persons go Ogoni. Come on, Eleme dey there. From Eleme to airport, according to them, na 5 minutes drive. Send some persons go to this local government, because this local government dey close to the city, so that only me and few persons go dey for inside city of Port Harcourt. E don too plenty. Well, that is the only thing. Governor, we know say this period, you get our things be with you, but that will not stop allocation from coming. That one no stop you from paying salary. And that one no suppose stop you as well from developing the river state of our dream.